are one game away from locking in a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Well, that didn't all go as planned for Giants in the game, but it started at picks and bans. We had some interesting things again. That Diana coming up, we had seen that a couple times. And Yasuo with the teleport, not the Oriana with the teleport this time. And you were quite judgmental in the pick and ban phase.
Like, I think what Origen did was really smart. They picked up really strong picks early on. While I think, I take a look at the draft that just Giants did. First pick Janna, first pick Gragas. There's not much value in both. Rek'Sai is open, is like, you basically balance out the Gragas with the Rek'Sai. They're like top tier. And then the Janna, very counterable in the bot lane. And we saw the response in the shape of Nautilus, and it didn't really feel like when they had the Ryze Rek'Sai, they had strong lanes everywhere. Maybe in mid lane they could have counterpicked better with the, but instead they went for the Yasuo, which made little sense to me. Sure, they had knockups, but
yeah, I felt like the beginning of the pick and ban phase actually with Gragas and Janna indicated like poke. Wow, it's getting real loud.
Might be Fnatic H2K setting up.
Yeah, I think that in the beginning they already showed that they want to go for a poke comp, and then they swing over to the Yasuo. That was kind of perplexed me, but if I looked at it more closely, I actually didn't dislike it that much in the end. I think that they had a lot of potential to actually get the Wombo combo on the backline and instantly kill them. Especially with picks like Sivir and Ryze. Like, if you get them one time a knock-up, and you can underlay that with the Rumble ultimate and Yasuo on them, and then put a wind wall down, they should die, and then afterwards you run into your Janna and you're fine. So, yeah, they didn't execute it, and so it just looked weak in the end. And it wasn't an Origen show.
Looked weak. Origen's show started at the beginning because not only did they get those picks, but you were commenting on the fact that they utilize them very good in the early game. Let's get one of the replays of the early game up on the screen where Ryze ends up getting a double kill, which is not what you want in the enemy team.
I feel definitely this replay really highlights what I meant in the what we talked about earlier, was their macro play. I feel like Origen is a team that always does something on the map. It really rarely stands still. And this kind of a play where the support roams top lane is very rare to see. You basically see like roams into mid, but rarely this kind of a play.
Yeah, and I think there was no counterplay much set up from Giants. Either way, you want to dive the bottom side if the support is starting to roam on the top side, but they just didn't have it on their radar, and so got punished really hard with the Mythi rotation. So yeah, good job by Origen, and afterwards they were like 5k ahead. Not especially after this play, but just over the game, and just took fights everywhere. We see the double TP in the bottom side, and yeah, Giants just not playing it perfectly, and Origen just starting to steamroll with the enemy, which is easy with the power picks that they had.
I feel like we talked about the Origen, like how they are good in the macro play, but also I think how the greediness didn't pay off. Yasuo teleport is something that hurts your lane, but you're supposed to get something back with the teleport with some kind of play. But the greediness didn't pay off, and you can quickly see that Pepitnero does not do so much on the map after that.
Yeah, definitely. He tried to teleport in there with the infamous double teleport at an awkward timing, so it didn't work out for them this time around. And with Origen's win, it's time for the other two top teams to go at it in our next match, where H2K will try and hand Fnatic their very first loss of the split. While we're away, load up LOLesports.com to see what Reckless has to say about tomorrow's game of the week, where, spoiler alert, there is blood to be spilled. We'll be right back.
We're jumping onto the Rift here with the solid number 2 taking on the solid number 4. Here comes a teleport. Pepe's come in from the middle lane. He's looking for Niels. He will not find him. Second one. Teleport. Woo!
Yeah. Nice.
Woo! Have lost themselves up. They're split. Adri is down. Peke, Luna Rush, and the Crescent Strike. They've also got Frederick. El Bandito's down. Pepe's got Niels, but he may not be able to get the kill. And they obliterate Giants.